Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Tamil Cuts, proud owner of Uppercuts Barbershop.
Hey, this is Lonnie Horn, proud owner of World Class Faders and World Class Stylist Barbershop and Salon.
You're watching another episode for the Culture Podcast every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Welcome to the clubhouse.
Hey, it's officially open, Jack. Happy Tuesday to everybody.
Happy Tuesday.
Man, shout out to Ray's Barbershop. Our guy, man, we've been seeing you moving. Shout out to my mama. Get better, please. We got a few more people in there. We just want to thank y'all for jumping in so quickly, man.
Yes, indeed. If you guys want to be in the comment section, please sign into YouTube. That way you can leave any comments that we can post on the screen. You can be more interactive with this live than just viewing it from your end. So, yeah, if you guys want to be a big part of it, just go ahead and sign into YouTube and then join this live.
Yeah, happy Tuesday again. We know, man, time is your most valuable asset, and y'all giving us some of yours on this Tuesday. So we definitely want to thank you for that. Man, I got something that's so off topic that I want to touch on.
Go ahead.
Pay respect.
Go
And
ahead.
I'm like, I think now is the best time.
Go ahead, bro.
Man, I've been bumping this dude since probably 14 years old, maybe. And I just want to give a moment of silence, man. We lost D'Angelo today. And man, that was a big one. We driving back to town from a beauty school visit, and I hear that, man. So just blessings to this man's family, and man, his kid, like, it's amazing, man. But yep, quick.
Did they say what he passed from?
Pancreatic cancer. Yeah, I think he was. They said he was kind of like secretly battling it, just keeping it out of everybody else's,
Yeah.
Yeah, so, man.
All right, shout out to D'Angelo. Hey, he changed it. Oh, should shut up then.
You interrupted the moment of silence, man. At least 2 seconds. All right.
If it was the internet back in the time, bro, he would have broke it when he did that video when he was bucket naked. Hey, I was like, this was innovative. It was something different. And his songs will last the test of time, bro.
That's man. Yeah. Shout out to everybody sending the rest in peace in the comments. Tati, what's up, Barber sis? We love you. Good to see you in here. And we got something for your ass. We got something for you.
Tati.
Yeah, we got something for you.
But we're gonna let you prepare for it too. We ain't gonna just spring it on you.
Just spring it on you.
Yeah,
we'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah.
Joanna, you staying there too. Happy Tuesday.
Yeah. Sending us some late DMs in Texas talking about how we scared and launch scared. We ain't gonna tolerate that.
Yeah, we got something for you. All right, man. I'm so anxious to get to our guest. So, man, I want to talk about what you're wearing, man, because it looked like it's relative to something going on soon.
Yes, indeed. Once I can find, there it is. Oh, that ain't it. Oh man, some things we got moved around in this joint. Oh, there it is. Wow. So, we're talking about apparel of the week. Your boy is rocking this new anti-Barbers Club hat. I love this hat. I love how simple it is with saying the word barber. It's very well made. The material is really nice and suede. And I got dope fades out of Tennessee.
Shout out to T.
These are made very well too. Yeah, made very well. We'll be checking him out this weekend. So y'all make sure y'all go tap in to both of these brands. You can get this stuff, I'm sure, online. But support.
All right, man. Today I'm taking it back, man. I'm rocking the Camo Barber Society. Shout out to Louie down in Pasadena, man. She been putting it down for barbering on the political level. I mean, stuff that a lot of us ain't even willing to touch on, man. And she is standing up for us on the Capitol steps, all that, man. So y'all see this right here. This is, when you see this stands for Barber Society, man. She throws Mo down every year down there too. And on the chest, we giving it up to the hometown, man. Shout out to Tay's Barbershop. one of the hustling barbershops out here in the Sacramento area. So yeah, we just want to make sure that we thank people for all this apparel they bless us with, man, and make sure it don't just get buried in the crates, man. So that's
Yes.
all apparel of the week.
Yes, but before we leave this thing, we do want to say that if anybody have anything that they do want to send to us, send it to United Barbers Club at 8011 Watt Avenue. We'll be sure to wear it on our live and give you guys a big shout out. Size wise, if it's t-shirts, me and Lon is about XLs, hats, just about any hat can rock. So if you guys
You
want to
said
do that,
anti-barber too. That's anti-broke barber.
yeah. Oh, that's it. Yeah,
Okay.
anti-broke barbers club.
I just wanted to make sure we
Yeah.
want clarification.
Right? Clarificate that.
Yeah,
Clarificate that.
but man, I am my brother's keeper, man.
Yes,
All
you
right, man, we got
is.
some bills to pay, man. We got our we're so blessed, y'all. We got, we want to make sure we always honor our sponsors, our partners, before we get things really rocking. So T, tell them who we be rolling with, man.
Vitano, vetted talent now. The first platform built to let barbers show their skills, personality, and presence through video. And for shop owners, it's a game changer for hiring. No guessing, no wasted interviews, just real barbers showing real work before they walk in your shop. Every profile is ID verified. Barbers get discovered. Shops build better teams. Everybody wins. Vitano. Skills speak louder than words. Download now. Available on all platforms.
Barbers Illustrated magazine is the ultimate magazine for the culture, craft, and community of the barbering world. Get stories and insight from your favorite barbers from all over the world. Plus, much more you won't get anywhere else. Subscribe now at barbersillustratedmagazine.com, just $6 a month for print, or go digital for $2.99 a month. Join the movement at barbersillustratedmagazine.com.
All your favorite barbers love it.
I love it.
This is the Bopper Digital Business Card.
Barbers! It's 2025, bro. We got the digital business cards now. Not only do they work amazing, they also make you look cool. They help you stand out, bro. When you go up to somebody, you have them tap your card like this, and then all your contact information pops right up. Boom. Whatever you want them to see. Right? I have my websites and stuff all set up, but whatever you want them to see pops right up on their phone. How dope is that?
Do it proper. Get Bopper.
Well.
Bopper done remixed it.
Oh yeah. We were working on some things. Yeah.
All right, man. So let's talk about what we just did and what's coming up. Last weekend we had a great time, and we were out at the ladies get your clippers. They changed it to get your clippers.
Yeah.
Barber battle, and what a monumental event, man. Shout out, always prayers and blessings to Carrie Underwood and her family who started it, but our barber and braider sisters, man, our family. Bay Area Student Barber Expo 24, Freedom Braiders, man. That was a beautiful event, and I think any female barbers, you should be there every year. It takes a lot of work, and it's just so powerful, man. Even the education they brought Lacey Lady Barber out. She corrected me this weekend. It ain't Lacey the Lady Barber. It's Lacey Lady Barber. They brought Karina Lady Barber out. Man, we had Babies on the mic, Jazz. I shouldn't even start naming them because I'm gonna miss somebody, but they was deep. Rocky, look, let me stop.
Yeah,
Y'all was, yeah, Tati, Joanne, y'all was beautiful, man. It was a beautiful event. I had a good time out there, man. The ladies represented for the industry big time, man. And I just don't think any female barbers should not be there. We heard for years that oh man, it's a male dominated industry, ladies this, ladies that, and it's like, well, something is created just to celebrate you, and then I think males should come too to support it. But for sure, if you are a female barber, you should be following Bay Area Student Barber Expo. You should be following the Freedom Braiders. Every year they do this, you should be out there, even if you're not competing. Just being in that building, it was powerful, man.
Oh yes, and I love the theme. Pretty much the theme color. Everybody's wearing pink. It was hot.
That was
It was
dope.
a lot of cancer themed designs and stuff.
Yeah.
I just love that, having that every October, wearing that pink, doing something for cancer. I just love that. You guys did an amazing job, and you had a very special guest there that was part of your program inside the facility. She was being trained by the Freedom Breeders, was able to get out and come in and be a part of that show. So what you guys doing is very impactful. It's very powerful, and we love everything that you do. We support you in every way. So keep it up.
Real quick, anytime you say something, and I'm like, well, people don't know, I like to elaborate. So what he talking about is the Freedom Braiders. Their initiative is all about going straight to people, women, while they are incarcerated, and they're bringing them resources. They're teaching them how to braid. They're teaching them, a skill that they could come home and survive with, and take care of their families. So what he means is they literally had one of the ladies that they've taught inside of the jail released there and working at the counter at that, man. She was fire, and we got a dope interview with her. So
Yes,
um
indeed.
all right, man. Where you going this weekend, homie?
Well, being that there's a couple options out there, we ended up being invited early to one option, and that's the annual barber takeover out in Tennessee. We're excited to team up with the producer of that event. We're going out there to educate, also to host and to judge, and to get some dope content. So we also hosting the after party with Salute the Barber. So it's gonna be dope, bro, to be on the whole nother side of this country doing what we do to add some value to other people that's not even that close net connected with us. So I'm
Yeah,
excited.
man. I've never been to Tennessee. So shout out to Tiffany Hicks, who is the creator of the annual Barber Takeover. She scouted us out on Instagram, like what we're doing, brought us in back in March.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's fire, man. We've been able to, what I like to encourage people to do, and I spoke it a lot. The ladies, get your clippers. When you go to these events, go there with the intention of leaving with some knowing somebody you didn't know before, or somebody you only knew online. Know them in person now and start that up. And I got to do that a lot at this last event with a few people. And here we go in Tennessee. This is a lady we've been talking to for 6 months now.
Yeah.
Never seen her in person. Now we're getting ready to go hang and understand her city. But we also get to get our brother Salute Barber, and we get the best down there. We got
Rick the
Rick the
Barber.
Barber. Man, it's gonna be lit. So anybody that's in that surrounding, we travel around the country, and I hear a lot of people say, "Man, y'all on the West Coast, but we don't get a lot of this and that." But when they come to your area, you can't. So if you're in Illinois, Mississippi, Kentucky, any of them surrounding areas, definitely in Tennessee, get there, man. Make sure you get there.
Yes,
After that,
indeed.
I'll
I don't know. Anyway, I don't know if you break it up on everybody's screen, but you're breaking up on mine, L. I don't know what it
oh
is.
oh
It is.
no.
But we'll be in Reno, Nevada, at the biggest, littlest beauty barber expo in the world with our guy Jack of all fades. This is his first expo. He's got a lot of momentum behind him, a lot of big names coming out to support. We'll be in the building. He's got us hosting. We'll be at his after party as well. So if anybody anywhere in California, y'all can make the drive. Make sure y'all go down there to Reno. Support Jack. Jack is a dope content creator. Also, he's just a dope person. He's a giver more than he is a taker. So go out there and show him some love. Show us some love. Let's have some fun and support Jack at the biggest little beauty barber expo in the world. El Boog, you back with me? Anyway, Lonnie. Oh, Lonnie, we can't see you moving. Let me boot you off and bring you back on. Leave, L Boog, come back. After that, we have something coming up in November. I want you guys to check this out.
See, what the hell you doing?
Man, I'm hair jamming.
No. Not this. We talking about the hair jam, man. Rock and Brew, November 23rd, man. We talking about cutting hair, clubbing all at the same time, getting content, networking, man. Come on, man. We talking about the hair jam.
Well, why did you just say that? Let's go.
I need all the wins, yeah. Ain't no L's, I gotta get a no call to quits, yeah. Gotta keep on moving no matter how hard it gets.
Yeah. That is coming up November the 23rd. It is a social networking opportunity. We got over 40 showcases that's going to be showcasing from students all the way to dope elite barbers, braiders, anything you can think of will be in the building, and we will be supporting nothing but barber love. So if you come with an attitude, sell your ticket, get rid of it. We'll buy your ticket back. It's all about barber love. We just want to uplift our industry. We just want to uplift some people, upcoming barbers, even some that's even out there for a while. We just want to highlight them and get them out there and let you guys see how dope our industry is in and around the Sacramento area and beyond. So make sure you guys go get your tickets at capcityshowcase.com. Let's buy one, get one free. Yeah, 2 for 1. So make sure you guys go and grab your tickets. Don't wait till it's too late. These prices will go up. Then don't come to the door because we will take all the money you got in your pocket to get you in that door. Tap in early. Well. All right, everybody. I think we is ready for the moment you all came here to see. Let me make sure I read the comments. Make sure everybody. Yeah, Ray, you right. One industry, one love. Can I win a ticket tonight? That's what babies say. Babies, you're on the road with winning. You do nothing but win. So you win it just making that statement because you just got highlighted, got your name called out, all that. You're winning. You ain't nothing but a winner. You don't need a ticket. All right. So we're gonna bring in our guest. This gentleman, we've seen him online. We actually reached out to us about his show that he got coming up. So we definitely gonna talk about his show. He lives in Houston. He's got a shop or two in Houston, but he ain't from Houston. So we're gonna get into that as well. We want to talk about how it is creating these shops that he has, the environment that he's trying to create with these shops, how the barber shop impacts the community. And then we're going to talk about his big show that he's got coming up this weekend. So, with no further ado, I like it like that, Lon. I'm sorry. Let me get our back screen back up. It's our guy all the way from Houston. Let me get us some intro music for him. We got to get some music.
Did you tell him who this guy is, man?
Yeah. Oh, you go ahead and add some stuff to it, Lon.
Listen,
I know
man,
how
this
you do
this
it.
right here is 11-time award-winning barber, man. Creator of the Houston Barber Expo, man. This dude right here is just he's just putting it down for the community, man. His shop is absolutely beautiful, man. Trailblazing. Matter of fact, man, we're not gonna hold y'all any longer because I think you're gonna learn a lot about a hustler when we bring this man to the screen. We talking about the one and only Houston 55, aka Kamal Osman.
Hey.
Houston 55,
Yes,
aka Kamal Osman.
Yes,
Hey.
let's go. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing today?
Oh, we blessed, brother.
Bless. Good to have you, man. Good to have you.
Hey, whatever you got playing in the background, you might want to mute it because it comes right through the microphone.
I can't hear.
Oh, you can't hear? We gotta fix that.
Do you
Let's.
have a earpiece?
You got earpieces?
I can hear on my phone, but not on the actual screen that I'm on.
Mm.
You got earpieces?
No.
I can hear on my phone, but not on the.
That's what that delay is. We're gonna figure it out.
No.
Do you have AirPods?
Do you have? Let me call you.
Do you have AirPods? All right, so
No.
let's mute T while he calls me. All right, y'all. Okay. So, while he is getting him straight, man, hey, I see some people in the clubhouse that look familiar. Babies, man, can you win a ticket? Let me tell y'all something. If y'all are anywhere in Northern California, this right here is called the Horticulture Hair Jam. This right here is about to be one of the hottest events. I'm actually tripping that we didn't even talk about this today. This is November 23rd. And let me tell you what this is. We are literally cutting hair in the club. It's like clubbing and cutting hair. It's not a competition. It is an ultimate networking collaboration event. It's going down at Rock and Brews. It's a huge restaurant here, huge entertainment space with a stage, and it's beautiful, man. So we're gonna have showcasers. So instead of competitors, we're gonna have people showcasing. So you'll have a round of student barbers cutting. You'll have a round of up and coming barbers. Then you have a round of some of the celebrity barbers. We'll have a round of the braiders, and there are vending opportunities there. We have, I think, 15 vending spaces. This is going to be crazy. And shout out to our new sponsor, Embark. They're a clean cannabis company, and they are all about the creating a clean image for cannabis opposed to what we see getting put out a lot of times. So it's gonna be a pretty crazy night, man. The tickets are only $20, and we have a 2-for-1 special that allows you to get basically $10 tickets. So this is not about the money, y'all. This is about the experience. This is about the time. Is there anybody in the comments that's gonna be out here November 23rd, man? Hey, happy Tuesday, Tony Stark, man. Yeah, we're gonna have your guy on in a minute, man. They get some technical stuff worked out. Anybody? Oh, baby, so y'all gonna be out in Sacramento?
D Honey is one of our showcasers, so she's
D
gonna
Honey.
be there for sure.
Hey, the braiders. So I've been telling all the ladies that braid at my shop, if you're blessed enough to be in the building with any Freedom Braiders, you have to make sure that you go up and meet these ladies, tell them what you do, and just let it go from there. You know, so a lot of times people are nervous to approach people. Just go introduce yourself. Hey, I'm so and so. I braid. I'm in Sacramento. I'm in Vacaville. I'm in LA. I'm in Reno, and just watch the resources that open up there, man. Y'all got them straight, T?
Yeah, I think we dialed in, El Boogie.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can
There
you hear
we
me?
go.
Yes,
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Let's go. We don't stop, man. We keep it going, man. We do this, man. I feel like I should reintroduce him.
Yeah, reintroduce myself. My
Let's
name
start
is.
this thing over. Let's start this thing
Yeah,
over.
we're
Let's get
kicking
this
you
thing
back
rolling.
off. You
Let's get
stay
this
right
thing
there.
rolling.
Come
Go
on,
ahead,
come
Lon.
on.
Give him
Y'all
that
act like y'all
intro.
ain't know. All right, y'all. Give me that
Give him
music.
that intro. Hold on, let me get you some music.
Give me that beat. All right, y'all.
Yeah.
We appreciate y'all patience and appreciate your presence. Today, we are so excited to bring our guests. Y'all know we go around this country and we dig out some of the best guests to where we can take from their experiences to help you along the way with your journey. Well, I couldn't think of who better to bring tonight than 11 times award-winning barber, Houston, New York master barber, owner of the Barber Studio 55 in Houston. Also, the creator of the Houston Barber Expo. Man, y'all ready for a treat right now. If you're not ready, get ready, because we're getting ready to treat you with the one and only Houston 55, aka Kamal Osman.
What's going on, everybody? We live here. We live and united.
Come
We
on,
live
man.
and united.
See, it makes sense now. There we go. There we
Let's
go.
Yeah, that feel
go.
good. That feel
Good.
good.
Let's
Energy is
go.
everything. Come on, energy. I can tell you already know that energy is everything, man.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
if the connection ain't there, you can feel it, man. And I wanted you to be connected, man. So we're glad to have you, my dude. Welcome to the For the Culture podcast, man. We got a lot to talk about, man. Congrats on all the success. Where we gonna start? T, we're gonna start with this expo. We're gonna start
No, let's
with
start
who
with
we got right
who in the
here.
heck is this dude,
Who is
11-time
this?
award winner by way of New York, made his way to Houston. I need to know a little bit of that.
I'm with you, man. Let's
Well, I need
go.
to update the info because I think now it's like a 13-time award-winning barber. I gotta update.
Ooh,
I gotta update the info, but I'm just still graduating, still evolving, still learning, always a student to the game. And once you finish one accomplishment and climb to the top of that hill, it's time to climb another mountain.
let's go.
Nice.
And
Let's go.
I moved out to Houston in 2016 with a bag of clothes and my clippers,
Mm.
2 pair of J's. That's it. I stayed in my dad's house, had a setback with my barber license, and I'm gonna backtrack from that and get back to that in a second. But I've been in this game for 25 years. I've been licensed for 19 years, 13-time award-winning barber. I've been licensed in the state of New York and like for 9 years, and I've been licensed in the state of Texas now for going on 9 years. February 1st will be 9 years. I've been licensed here as well. And originally from Troy, New York, a small town in upstate New York. Worked in the same barbershop for 9 years. Uh, Wanted to come out here to the big city in Houston and gain some big city knowledge. So when I came out here, uh, was a great barber, but I had a setback with my license. I had my license through apprenticeship in the state of New York, and apprenticeship at the time didn't transfer to Texas.
Mm.
So after having my license for 9 years and talking to the state board and getting a job here in Houston, I get here only a week later to find out that my license is not transferable. After they had me pay for that reciprocity form.
Oh no, I was gonna ask you about that. Okay.
I didn't just come out here on no whim. I came on a limb. I came out here to do it the right way. So a month before I moved, I had a going away party. I closed my shop of 9 years in New York. I
Oh
started
wow.
out as a student, became a master barber, became a co-owner, then owner of the same shop.
Mm.
Wow.
And my boss didn't like that, so he stole all my barbers and moved to another barber shop.
Oh damn. Damn. Okay.
So I
Okay.
said, hey, that's my sign, to get up and climb a new mountain. I plateaued where I was at, and I
Yeah.
got comfortable and complacent. And that's one thing you don't want to do in this industry is get comfortable and complacent.
It's
It's
easy to
always
do.
evolving and it's always growing.
Yeah.
So you got to taste the barber industry, the barber culture in New York and Houston. And it was funny. I listened to what you said. You said to go to the big city. I'm like, well, you left the big city. So,
He was in
but
a small town in the
Yeah, I was in a small town in New York. I was in
okay.
upstate. They
yeah.
call upstate the other New York.
Yeah,
Ah,
that it's
got
not
you.
it's not the same.
This dude
My
know New
dad didn't
York. His
even
pops,
my,
his pops
yeah.
is out
My
there.
dad wouldn't even claim the Bills as a New York team. He said, nah, they upstate. They upstate.
But we
Until they
get the
start
most
winning.
upstate, we get the most snow.
Yeah.
So as
I
a
know that.
barber and doing 9 seasons in New York, in the wintertime, a lot of barbers don't survive.
Mm.
You
Mm,
guaranteed to lose 40 to 60% of your clientele in the
Oh
wintertime.
man, that's
wow.
cold.
And where I'm from, I seen negative 33 before.
Man,
Jesus.
You know what I'm saying?
what was the big difference between that just the culture part of the barber? Even when you guys were up in New York, what was the biggest difference you seen from Houston to New York barber culture?
It was a big culture shock for me because I went from cutting in the hood to cutting in the suburbs when I
Mhm.
moved down here.
Okay,
So that alone is a culture shock,
got you.
And one thing about cutting in the hood, you mess somebody's lineup up, you may die.
Yeah. Yeah.
You may
That's
die, you may get
that's all
cut,
they.
you
Hey,
may
that's
get
all
beat
I
up,
got.
they want to catch a fade. There's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of pressure, and in this industry, you really don't have much room for error. You know, hint where we stem from: the first doctors, the first
Yeah.
surgeons, the first dentists. You know, we're just like them. We have no room for error, and that's that they stem from us.
Yeah.
So
So
coming out here, it was a big culture shock, but I was so grateful because I went from charging $15 a haircut, you know what I'm saying, to then going to the 35s and 45s and 55s, and
Mm.
now I charge 75 for a haircut and
Let's
beard.
go. Let's go.
It's-
nice.
Let's go. That's a
So
dope
you,
story.
you you called yourself a master barber, and you saying that you did this when you was up in New York, but you also said that you was cutting in the hood. Was there a lot of diversity in the hood to be able to cut like straight textured hair to bring that kind of talent down to Houston?
that's a good question. I always believed in diversity, but in certain areas, you're only going to get a certain demographic. And the demographic that came into my shop, I welcomed all, but the demographic that came to my shop was predominantly minorities, like Black and Spanish. Uh, I always loved when I had straight hair clients come in, so I can learn a few things. And my master barber, he passed away last year. His name was Indio.
Mm.
Um, he was from Puerto Rico, and still to this day one of the coldest barbers that I ever had the luxury of working under. He told me that anybody that walked through that door, you can't turn them down and you can't tell them no.
Oh, he gave you the
That was
good game,
good,
man.
bro. That was good.
He gave you
That
golden
was good.
game right there.
And
Um,
and
Go ahead.
I use that to this day. That I got my license in 2007.
Okay.
So even to this day, I call my team the stigma breakers. Even though it's a black owned establishment, we welcome white, Spanish, Asian, Indian. We have all walks of life that come in here, and everyone gets treated the same. I had a
Hey man.
client the other day. He tried to throw out the fact that his son was autistic, that we should handle him different. And I said, I don't see special needs when anybody comes through this door. I see people, and I handle everyone with care, whether
Mm.
you have a disability or not. Like, I handle and treat everyone the same.
Good for you, man. We
And
need
he
that
tried
kind of approach in the game. Go
he
ahead. You
tried
I,
to
w-
saying
he
something?
tried to
yeah, I want to finish. Finish.
he wanted to he tried to make it seem like almost like his son had like a disability, and I don't see that. Everybody, you treat and handle everyone with care, and you look at their body language, you look at how they're feeling, and you comfort every single person that comes in. Everybody has different personalities, so you comfort them differently, but we're servants of the community, and we service each and every person that comes in here, whether you're in a wheelchair, whether you're blind, whether you're deaf, whether you don't even speak English.
Mm.
I speak three languages.
What languages you speak, boy?
I'm fluent in Arabic.
Oh man.
I speak English and I speak Spanish. I'm
Now you
from
done open up a can of worms. Now I need to
I'm
know where you learning all this at, and what was the reason of you learning these?
I'm originally from Sudan in North Africa. That's where my
Hey,
dad was born. That's my culture.
that's
That's where
fun.
I come from, and it's a blessing to be able to know where I come from. A
Yeah,
lot of
man.
people don't have that privilege, and my dad gave me the privilege of going back home 3 times, and that's where I learned the language of Arabic.
Wow.
Whoa.
That is unexpected, man. You're right because um it never hit me, Kamal, until I'm 47. I probably figured out maybe like 5, 6 years ago that damn, I'll never know exactly where I'm from. I know they got all these tests and everything, but I'm talking about straight from your family, like you're positive you're Sudan. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That's just beautiful, man. I kept tracing it back, and I went to Chicago, Mississippi, and then I was like, boom, that's where it stops, right
Mm.
there. So that's fire, man.
It's sad that
That's
they did a great job at erasing a lot of our history and a lot of our culture.
yeah.
So even in today's era, I see the African Americans and the Africans clashing. A
Mm.
lot of
Yeah.
Africans despise African Americans because they don't know where they come from. And that's not our fault.
No,
It's not. Like you said, you went searching state to state, city to city, and it only goes back to so far.
that's
But
it.
I bet you in Mississippi, it goes back at least 5 generations.
Oh yeah.
For sure. For sure. And that was beautiful too, because I'm proudly, so I'm in Sacramento. I've been out here for like 30 years, but I'm proudly from Chicago. You know, that's I always call this home away from home. Went to my first family reunion and like I was like 30 something, 32, 35. And that's when I realized, oh, we ain't from Chicago. We from we from Mississippi. I was like, we was deep down there, Kamal. I mean, we in double wide trailers. We in back roads. We was everywhere, and I was so proud to meet them and to learn more about how like you said, generations of our family is down there. We had like 2 generations here in Chicago. So
Mhm.
now I'm digging. I'm like, oh, let's go further, and then it just went, and that was a reality check. It was sad, and it saddened me. I was like, wow, this is it. Like you don't know what was before that. So that's fire, man.
Even to this day, when when I do introduce myself to certain Africans, I've been living in America most of my life, so I blend in well with the American culture. And they look at me one way, and then when I tell them where I'm really from,
Mm.
Mm,
their whole aura changes. And
mm.
it's like for what and why? I'm still human, I'm still a person. Why are you segregating me and looking at me any different?
Cause it ain't your fault.
No,
It
just like
ain't
it
your
ain't our
fault.
fault that we don't, like you
Like,
said.
why are you looking at me any different? And once I tell them where I'm from, they're like, "Oh, you're not from Sudan. You too light skinned to be from Sudan." I said, "Oh my goodness!"
Oh
Like,
wow.
like here we go.
Here we
Like
go.
prejudice is it's in every culture. Like racism is
Yeah,
sad to say it's in every culture, man.
Mm.
And
yeah,
and I'm just doing my best to shed light on people to let people know, like we still human beings at the end of the
yeah,
day. And it doesn't really matter where you come from. It just really matters like who you are as the person.
yeah. I think if we was all the same color, we'll still find a way to segregate
Still
ourselves.
find a way.
The
Still
bigger
find a
ones, the
way.
skinny ones, the big nose ones, the little nose ones, the little lip ones. We'll find a way.
His
And
his
I
ear,
don't
his
know
left
why
ear is a little
that's.
off. So I think he from the south. He not from the
Yeah,
north. They're gonna find a way to create some sort of division. So
Yep.
I'm just doing my job as a servant of the community to let people know, like I'm here to bring people together. That's why
amen.
that's why I started this expo. That's why I built this barbershop. I want to bring people and communities together. And I'm building the community. It was very hard for me to leave Troy, New York, because for 9 years I was embedded into the community and I was a hometown kid. So it was
Yeah.
very hard to leave.
Mm.
But I I outgrew my cage and I had to fly away.
How hard was that transition? You said you came down there with two pairs of shoes, very little thing. How hard was that transition? You stayed with your dad. Take the license part out of it. Just moving to a whole different place. Have you been there before prior to that? Or was it
Yeah.
like okay. So was you getting yourself familiar prior to going? Or was it like I just gotta go now and you ended up going?
It's a bit complicated because I was born in upstate New York and I actually moved out to Houston in 97.
Hmm.
I moved to
Mm.
Houston in 97. So from 5th grade to 11th grade, I was a Houstonian.
Mm.
And when I moved back to New York, it was my senior year of high school.
Ooh.
They was like, man, who is this kid, man? Hey, man, say peanut butter and jelly. Peanut butter and jelly. Who is this country kid down here in New York? They was like, and I'll never forget this day. I'm on the basketball court because I used to play basketball. Hint, that's where the 55 come from. That was
I
my
couldn't
jersey
wait.
number.
Okay, I was
Mm,
curious.
And
I was
good
like, we're gonna get to
tie-in.
that.
Okay.
when I left Houston in 2004, I was first team all district basketball player. I was the fourth leading scorer in the district, and I was top five as a junior before I left.
Well,
Mm.
I was on my way to go to Texas Tech, but I had to pivot. I ran away from home. Dad was on that bottle, and things got tough for me, so I went to stay with my grandmother back in Troy, New York. So my senior year of high school, my first day of school, I don't even know these people. And they're like, hey, Houston, Like girls looking at me in the hallway, like, "Hey," I said, "What? I don't even know you." And I just got that nickname on the basketball court. They was like, "Man, we got enough people named Country. We're gonna name you Houston."
Houston.
So as ironic as it sounds, back in my hometown of Troy, New York, was where I got the name Houston.
Ain't that a trip? Not in
Wow.
Houston, back in New York.
Back in New York. And my
Wow.
jersey number my senior year was 55. They didn't
Oh,
they did
wait, what
they
you left Houston in 11th grade.
yes,
So then you went and hoop in New York too. That's
my
when you
senior
got
year.
55. They start
Yes.
calling you Houston and you tied them together.
You know, my
What?
jersey, they didn't like me because I came in and I took over. I was the second best basketball player on the team. One of the dudes threw his jersey off. He was like, I practiced all summer and I was supposed to get that spot. And this new guy comes out of nowhere and
Oh
takes my spot. But it's like, hey, like I didn't come here to sit on nobody's bench. Like I came here to
Amen.
play.
So you've been competitive.
Amen.
I like that. I like
been
that.
been competitive, and it took me a long time to transfer that energy from basketball into these Clippers because
Mm,
I've always been cutting hair. I started cutting hair at 9 years old.
Me
That's
too.
another
Ain't that a
story.
trip?
My dad's big razor, the blue big razor, and the comb. I started edging myself up. Then I
Damn.
started using the comb and razor over comb. I started tapering the sides.
Mm.
Then I just bring it down a little bit with the comb. So when I tell people I use the razor and comb, they say, "Oh man, how many years you did?"
Yeah,
Nah, bro, I
that's
ain't
what I
never been
was
locked
about
up.
to say.
I ain't never been locked up.
He's doing a jailhouse cut.
Outside of a traffic ticket, I ain't never been locked up.
Hey.
So
Wow.
I started at 9 and I developed the skill through high school. And that's what
Okay.
I used to make a little bit of money on the side while I was playing basketball. But I broke my left ankle twice. I broke my right ankle, broke my left big toe, too many injuries.
Damn.
And when I graduated, I started in the barbershop at 19.
Mm,
Mm.
And I was going to community college full time from 12 to 8. I mean from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. And then from 12:30 to 8 p.m. I'm in the shop. And then from 8 p.m. to midnight, I'm on the court training.
Oh damn.
So I had 3 full-time jobs. And growing up, my dad told me once I turned 16, he stopped giving me money for the bus to catch the bus. He said, go get a job.
mm.
And I hated it, but I understand it now.
Do you feel like that was the worst best thing he could have did for you? You feel like you wouldn't have been the Houston 55 you are today had he not done that?
Had he spoiled me, I wouldn't have worked as hard as I do today. My dad was a store owner, and as a kid in Bridgeport, Connecticut, I lived in Bridgeport for a brief time too, before I moved out here in the fifth grade.
Mm.
So from about 92 to 96, I lived in Bridgeport, New York. And before the time I was 10 years old, I done seen it all and done it all. I done seen a lot of things that a kid shouldn't have to see, killings, shootings, drive-bys, dog fights. I've witnessed it all. And a lot of people in my shoes don't make it. One out of every six people in the position that I was put in make it out.
Mm.
And just make it out, not even make it to where I'm at today. And I've been through so many struggles in my life to where, hard work and honest hard work, I appreciate it because there was a point in time where I may not have thought that I may have lived another year or two. Seeing
So would
people
you
die, seeing people get hooked on drugs, and seeing people go to jail and ruin their lives, and people get targeted and end up in jail.
Hmm.
so what was it that prevented you from being a part of that, letting that community raise you, or those moments change you to pull you more that way that you started doing it the opposite way? What was
Two
it?
things. Two things. Basketball and these Clippers.
Mm,
Two things. Two things. I was always on the basketball court. And if I wasn't on the basketball court, I was cutting hair.
Did
And
you
and one oh go
go
ahead.
ahead? Did
Go
you
ahead.
have a barber influencer at that time? Like this, like what? Were you just
Man,
since you picked the Clippers up, you just enjoyed it, or did you have somebody that was influencing you that was making you go, I do want to do that too?
it's crazy that you say that because I had the fascination of hair.
Okay.
Like I would just look at people, even when I was a kid, when I was 8, 9 years old, I would just look at people and be like, "Damn, like I bet if I did this, this, and that, I could make their hair look good." And I,
Mm,
yeah, this edge up is a little off. And I had the vision before I even had the talent. You know, I grew up
okay.
watching. We didn't have cable, so we had the Steve Harvey show. I mean, not the Steve Harvey show. Showtime at the Apollo
Oh yeah.
and cartoons. Like I didn't have much to
Mm,
watch. So I grew up watching Showtime at the Apollo, and Steve Harvey always had like the
man.
the freshest lineup.
Yeah.
Yep.
It broke my heart when I found out that
Right.
was a unit
Right.
later on in life.
Hey, I used to hear about it, Kamal, and I'd be like,
Yeah.
"You guys just say anything. They don't know what they
Yeah.
talking about." Because I ain't never. It wasn't public knowledge like it is
Mm-mm.
now. You wasn't going to barber battles and seeing them do it live. So yeah, I was like, I was in denial for a long time. I was like, man, nah,
Mhm.
that's talent right there.
And yeah, man, I just I've seen in working back in my shop in New York. I've seen guns drawn. I've seen knives drawn. I've seen people get stabbed and blood shooting
Mm,
out their chest.
This is
And
upstate New York. They ain't even know what they call the boroughs. What is what's
the boroughs.
yeah, ain't no boroughs up there. And you
all
hear
the people from New York City that can't afford the rent come to my city.
oh,
Oh,
there
so
it
it's
is.
actually
There it
cheaper there.
is. There it
It's the
is.
cheapest rent, the cheapest cost of living.
There it
We
is.
get we get all the roaches and all the rats, all the people that get ran out of their city and they burrow. They
Yeah.
come to hide out and set it off in Troy, New York.
Mm,
and
Wow.
like just seeing it all, being around it all. Like there's a time where I got pulled. I was telling somebody earlier today, I got pulled over in 1 week. It was a state trooper who was in here the other day cutting his getting his hair cut. I told him, man, I said in 1 week I got pulled over 4 times in 1 week,
mm,
and I didn't sell drugs. I was a barber. I'm like, why are you guys harassing me? And it wasn't later on that I realized, okay, I'm doing these house calls. I'm going to this person's
Moving
house to
around.
cut
Yeah.
their hair. I'm going to this person's house to cut their hair. You know, I'm just trying to get it. And these people trusted me because they knew I was
Yeah.
neutral and I
mm.
didn't have an ulterior motive. They trusted me to come into their
Yeah.
street entrepreneurial establishments and cut their hair.
I read
Oh,
between the lines. Yeah.
And me not thinking about it,
Yeah.
I'm coming in with this backpack. I'm going over here to this spot. I'm
oh,
And
going over
leading
here
with
to
the
that
back.
spot.
Yeah.
I'm going over here. They
oh,
got people in and out, left and right.
Yeah.
mm,
Well, here's the gambling
whoa.
spot. Over here, they got this. Over here, they got that. And I'm just there to cut hair.
You look like that boy look like he on the
Oh
move.
yeah, that's the D boy right there. That's the big one. That's the
That's
one.
him.
That's the
Hey, they
he's
What?
staking
him.
out. They
He's
staking out
him.
on Kamal. They been casing him for 6 months.
I wanted to keep it neutral today. I didn't even put on the jewelry today because I get labeled under a certain stigma.
Yeah.
Either I'm in the NBA or I'm selling drugs. Those are
uh,
the two stigmas that I get dealt with. I don't know if it's the braids. I don't know if it's the J's. Like, what is it? Like, do I have to always wear a suit for people to portray me in a certain manner?
man.
Well,
It's frustrating. I just got back from Italy. Me and my lady, we went to Italy for a
oh
week.
nice.
We were in Rome for 3 days and we were in Venice for 3 days.
Let's go.
The amount of stares that I got, me and my
Yes,
lady, we
sir.
were just like, they were like,
Mm.
so after a while, I said, you know what? I'm not gonna let that
No.
make me feel uncomfortable.
There
Like
you go.
I'm loving it out here. I went to the Coliseum. You know, we were in Venice on the boat, just enjoying the lifestyle and just embracing their culture. I'm
Hey,
here to embrace y'all's culture, and y'all looking at me crazy.
looking
So
at
you
you.
know what I started doing? The best way you can kill a hater, the best way you can put a hater to rest is to show them love.
Oh yeah, kill him with
Amen.
kindness. Kill him with
Amen.
kindness.
Because they don't understand it.
Nah.
The same way I don't understand haters, They don't understand lovers.
Lovers.
Hey.
They
I
don't.
got I got a question, man. So you come to Houston and you go and work at what shop and for how long?
Shout out to Mo Better Cuts. That's my dog. He gave me an opportunity to work at his barbershop, Mo Better Cuts. I worked there for 3 years,
Okay.
7 days a week.
Okay. And so you got a hustle in you. I know a hustler when I see a hustler. Game recognized game. So 7 days a week.
7 days a week.
That means you were showing up like an owner. You were showing up, showing pride in this place. What was the thing that made you say, okay, time to go open Houston 55, barber studio?
I wanted to collab. The man did a lot for me, and he showed me, his lifestyle. He showed me how they do things here in the suburban area. Man, when I came in here, I had a salon notepad writing down appointments. They're using booking websites and booking links. I'm cash only. They're taking credit card.
Mm,
I was behind. So he was able to bring me up to speed. My first week in there, I met an NBA player who I'm a big fan. I met Rashard Lewis my first week in there.
dope.
I met him my first Friday there, and I cut his son's hair. And I couldn't wait to post that on my Facebook to let my people know what I'm doing and what accomplishments I'm doing. My city, like, they put me up here because not a lot of people get out and
Mm,
get out and become something of themselves. There's a system in play that's not designed for me, you, or you to succeed, whether we want to say it or not. But it's still not an excuse. Just because we start in last, it doesn't mean that we can't end up in first.
Amen.
I like that.
And it's that much more glorified when you start from the bottom and make it to the top.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's not an angle that you missed. There's not an obstacle that you didn't go through.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a struggle that you didn't see. You had to weed through any and everything. Like, I tell people when they see me, don't think that I'm just this big glamour person. I've been through so much in life to where like I'm just blessed to be here. I was supposed to be dead. I was supposed to be in jail. I was supposed to be a dope fiend. I was supposed to be so many other things, statistically speaking,
Yes.
from
Yep.
the environments that I grew up in. But I ain't use that as an excuse because our ancestors had it worse.
Preach.
Man,
Preach.
I was raised
I
by my
like what you
grandma.
just said.
We living in the best time you can ever live in
Well,
life, which is
If
right
if you can
now.
see if you can see it.
right.
If you can
If
see
you
it.
can
Stuff
see.
ain't perfect. It's
Yeah.
never gonna be perfect. But we're not slaves. We're not shackled. We're not
Woo.
chained. We're not owned by another person. So we have breath in our lungs and we have fight in us.
Yes, indeed.
And we have people who paved the way for us to be great. But a lot of people is scared.
Yeah.
So
Change
what
is
what
scary.
right.
It
But
is.
Change is scary.
it, fear or not, what made you make that leap from Mo Better to it's time to do Houston 55?
I got frustrated one day at the shop, and the trajectory of the shop was not going in the direction that it has been for the 3 years that I've been there. We had reached our peak, and it's tough to even talk about that situation because the barber that made me pivot and leave that shop got murdered, man.
Oh,
Oh.
She got murdered. A female
shoot.
barber got murdered by her own baby father, man. Shot
Ah.
her and the 1-year-old baby, man. The baby
Oh.
survived. The baby survived, but she was protecting that baby, man. And although me and her had disagreements, like it's I can't even. I was in a negative situation, but I can't even sit here and speak on the dead like that,
I hate situations like
you
that, bro.
know. And just I was frustrated with the way things were going in the shop, and I spoke on it, I spoke on it, and I spoke on it. And there comes a point in time where it's enough talking, and I got to start putting stuff in motion. And I got frustrated with one day, and I said, you know, it's enough talking. I'm gonna be leaving. I don't know where I'm going or what I'm doing, but I'm never working for nobody ever again. I'm creating my own
Mm.
because I'm tired of keep running into certain situations that changes and being made and difficult decisions aren't being made. So out of respect for him, I said, bro, give me in 6 months. I'm out of here.
Oh,
I
that
didn't
was
give.
dope. You gave him
I,
that kind of
I
leeway.
I didn't give him no 1 week notice. I didn't give him no
Woo!
2 week notice. I didn't tell him like, hey yo, like I'm out and here's the key and I'm leaving tomorrow. And I've had that stuff done to me
Yeah, yeah.
for
We
for
all
people
have.
that I gave the shirt off my back for.
We all have. Let me say something. I'm so proud of you, man, for that right there. And tell this to barbers in the industry all the time. We're in the relationship building and people business. So the craziest and dumbest thing you could do is burn bridges. Just
Yep.
because something doesn't work out don't mean y'all gotta be enemies. And so what you did was you kept the relationship. You kept the bridge bridgeable, you know what I mean? Crossable. You can cross back over there if you need to. It may not be for the same thing, but you never know when you'll need that person again or they'll need your resources. So that was a big deal. And 6 months, all I asked for is give me 2 weeks at least.
I
And
had
how
so
does
much respect for this man,
that's
regardless of what
fire?
situation I was going through. I had so much respect for this man, and I didn't even have. I had it in me, but I didn't put a plan out into the universe until I spoke it that day to him.
Mm,
Hey,
that's fire, man. You get
3 months later, I got the keys to this shop,
wow,
and then 3 months after that, I opened up.
woo.
wow.
And he just gave us a tour of this dope shop. This dude's shop is not a joke, man. We got 12 chairs. Look at him. I already knew he was gonna do it. We got
Yeah, he's
12
trying to flip
chairs.
it. Flip it if you
12 chairs.
can. Hey,
Good. If you can
flip it
show
if
them
you
12,
can.
12 chairs, I'm narrating it like it's mine.
I
12
know,
chairs,
right?
four
You got
suites.
4
Got
suites,
it got a separate lobby
double
area. Oh,
lounge area.
yeah, double lounge. Don't play though, because when we get
Yeah,
in the middle, you can extra lounge on the
extra lounge.
left,
You,
this
we,
plush
we want you
leather.
to feel like you at home.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Look at it, man.
It's
So
nice.
And
when
this
you
is
come
and this
in,
is 6 years, right?
I opened up January 1st of 2020.
Wow, my
That's my
dude.
grandmother right there.
Blessings.
She passed away right after I gave her the news that I was opening up this shop.
Oh
Mm.
wow. She got to
So
be proud of you. She got to be
she
proud of you
she got to hear everything, but she didn't get a chance to see.
to see it.
And
You on the motorcycle, man?
yeah,
Yeah, buddy. That
so
look at that, man. That looked like
Mr.
Houston's
55.
premier shop right there, man.
and this is 6 years. I'm gonna be renovating, I'm gonna be remodeling, and I'm gonna be doing a lot of stuff. And that's if I actually stay here because I've been having some issues with the plumbing with the building here, and they need to fix that, or else I'm gonna have to say goodbye to this place and find another place.
How long is your lease here?
I just signed my second 5 year lease,
Okay.
so I'm
Oh, we didn't lose them. Um, I'm I'm gonna
These are
give
the
tips.
these are the suites right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna give tips to everybody too that's in a lease that got a lease coming up. You should always start negotiating your lease within that last year of that lease,
correct.
and do not hesitate to ask for IT or tenant improvement (TI). They'll give you some money to help, like do the floors, do the lights, do the paint, stuff that ain't gonna leave when you leave, so you guys can get some extra money. But
I let the barbers have their own creative freedom in their
love it,
suites.
love that,
So
bro.
because one thing that we do have and that we are blessed with in this barber industry is freedom.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
We have creative freedom to be our own artist, to be our own person, to create our own lane, to be our own boss.
I love that you're on the floor too.
I know that was a big deal.
I love
It,
that.
How's it
I
been going?
love my community, and I love the camaraderie, and I love being around people. I love stages. I love platforms. I'm not afraid of being around big crowds. You know, I used to play basketball in front of very big crowds as a kid. So growing up, there's a certain thing that energy does. Being around people is just a certain thing that it just does. It does to me. You know, some people you know, or introverts, and me, I can be both. But I love getting that, just feeding off of the energy of people and stuff like that.
Let me ask you this, because is this you only got one shop?
I have another one. It's all sweets.
Okay. Being a shop owner, and then it looked like you say you got 12. Wait, how many
12
stations you
chairs
got?
and 4 suites.
Yep, there's 12 stations here, 4 suites and 8 stations on the floor.
Okay. With all these different personalities, how important is it? What kind of leader are you first? Because there's all kind of leaders. There's people that I just need your blueprint. You guys do whatever the hell you want to do. It really ain't no
I'm
guardrails
definitely
yet.
not that guy. Definitely
So,
not that
what
guy.
kind of leader are you that helps to motivate your team that everybody signs on to what you want the shop to be?
Being a leader, you have to be inspirational. You have to be ahead of the game. You have to be, you know, a few steps ahead. You have to be a mentor. There's so many different things that come with it. You have to be a good person. And a lot of what I learned was not taught like exactly. It was more on a scale of what not to do.
Yeah,
You know, like I got scars on my body from barbers from my last shop back in New York. Yeah, scars on my face,
wait.
gotten all
Now,
different.
What, yeah,
these are
what was
these are
y'all doing?
altercations.
Yeah, right. That's why I
These
was
are
like, y'all was
Physical.
getting
I
altercations.
got ones on my hands from clients. Like back in,
y'all.
I'm not.
This is in New York. Y'all was
This is
really
in New
getting it in
York.
like that.
This is in New York.
Damn.
I remember one thing you're not gonna do when you come into my shop is disrespect my house. This is my house. You're not gonna disrespect my house, and you're not gonna act a fool in front of women and children when you come into my
Amen.
establishment.
Respect. I hear
Amen.
that. I like that.
This scar on my hand is because a dude came in there. Oh, what the F? What the da da da? I had an effing appointment. I said, bro, I said, I'm going to be 15 minutes late. You came in 15 minutes early, and I'm going to be 15 minutes late. So you have a 30-minute wait time because you're early. Oh, man, what the F? That's why I made an effing appointment. I'm like, yo, man, like, if it was all men in here, that would be one thing. You know, we can work to tone down your frustrations. But I got a woman in here with her 3 sons that's 10, 7, and 5 years old. You was not finna be disrespectful or have any vulgar language in front of women and children when you in my shop. That's one thing that I was taught when I first started, and it carry on until today.
Had
And
he
I was
calmed down? Had he calmed down? Would you had like compensated? Like, hey man, I'll discount you or something for being behind.
I
Or
was still trying to de-escalate the situation because that's what we do. This is the safe zone. This is the place
Amen.
of peace.
Amen.
I'm gonna always try to just de-escalate the situation, but
he was
don't
just
test
on.
me
He
because
was
I'm
on
ready
some
for
peace.
whatever. I'm ready for whatever.
So,
I'm ready for whatever. You have to stay ready because you never know when your number's gonna get called.
Ooh.
yeah.
They say defense wins championships. I make sure my guys in here had a concealed to carry license. You know, we
Oh,
got to
this
be
is
able
deep.
to
That's
defend
a
and
hot
protect
topic right
what we
there.
have. Like real talk. And
I'm,
it's a
I'm-
lot of people out there that's scared because once you grow to a certain level, people is going to always come for you.
yeah.
Let's stay right there real quick. So something you just said. We used to have this hot topic, and we used to ask. You just touched on a lot, man.
Hey,
For one, it's so cool to get to know you today, man. We don't consider these interviews. These are sitting down, chilling, getting to know some people type of talks.
I got a
Um,
quick confession if that's all right. I got mace at my shop, and I've been wanting to mace somebody so bad.
you want to make
I want
somebody?
to, but now I don't want. I don't want to have to. I'm not
I
trying to
don't even
prey
know where we're
on.
going with
I'm not trying to
this.
prey on it happening, and it's not just the people that come in my shop because I got a great shop, But I got homeless that mill around and they be pushing my buttons because they be panhandling. I said, bro, don't be panhandling over here. You go to that gas station or that liquor store. Don't be over here, my clients. And I be having some of them talk back so bad. I be going in that shop. By the time I come out, they be gone. But
You may just have to come out spraying one day.
Right.
You may have to come out
He
spraying.
need to just do what he really want to do. I didn't even know this side of this dude right here. This dude waiting on one of these homeless kids.
Woo!
All
I
right,
treat
look.
them like
I
gold.
understand what
They
you're
get a
saying
little
about
treatment
that.
from
As a
me.
business owner, you know, stuff like that can be a detriment to people wanting to come to your shop.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm very patient with them. Very,
For sure.
very patient.
And this dude got a dope location too. And in I don't know how your homeless community is there, but in Sacramento, it shifts. You know what I mean? And I know when he first got there, it was like a popping parking lot, grocery store, everything, and you didn't see that. And then the grocery store closed, and then all of a sudden you start seeing more homeless cats. And I'll come over to his shop, and I'm like, damn, man, this cat's sitting over here. They got an old scraper, old bucket, just busted up, and they just hanging. They look like they've been there for 4 days. So I just be watching him to see how he deals with it. You know what I mean? Because we have it too, but not as close like that. So, well, real quick. So
Hot topic.
we used to talk about this, man, and it's just a trip that you just said all that you said. That's why we were smiling at each other. So we used to ask barbershop owners like, hey, how do you feel about barbers having CCWs, being able to carry in the shop? Because some people everybody's different. You got some people that are hotheads, you know what I mean? And that could be a dangerous thing for the public. And so it's not just your rights. It's just also safety all around.
Absolutely.
And
I don't
so that
agree
was a
on
trip.
people open carrying in my shop because it's intimidating and it's scary to certain individuals.
Amen.
I'm all about concealed to carry.
Hmm.
Like it should never be shown. The only time it should be shown is, you know what I'm saying, last resort. And when you show it, you can't just show it to show it. You have to use it.
Man.
Yeah.
Man, you just touched on some real stuff though, because you got a real nice energy. You was like, dude, you proud to not be ever go to jail. Getting away from any violence, being in, some nice atmosphere and everything, but still like, hey, but we in a space where if something go down.
My dad owned a bodega in Bridgeport, New York. If any of you know about Bridgeport, New York, I mean not Bridgeport, New York, Bridgeport, Connecticut. I'm sorry. If any of you heard about Bridgeport, Connecticut, in the early 90s, Bridgeport, Connecticut was one of the myrtle capitals in the United States. We right there by the ports.
Mm.
My dad owned a bodega on the corner, and we lived upstairs. Man, I done heard drive-bys from my neighbors. I done walked over dead bodies in front of our establishment, laid out like Law and Order in First 48. Then I'm in a school that's kindergarten to 12th grade. Ain't no way school should be all together like that. No way. By the time I was in the 4th grade, I was fighting 8th graders.
Yeah, that's wild.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like to come out here and to be able to get a breath of fresh air and to be in a more slow down, more calm atmosphere. I loved it out here. I freaking loved it in Houston because I done been through the gutter.
Mm.
And I'm still here. I done been left for dead with my old shop. And I'm still here.
Man.
And
I'm proud of
I'm
you
not
for
done. I'm not done.
Man, you sound like you are scratching the surface. And so now let's get to this expo, man. You run a successful shop. You done left New York, came to Houston, went from Houston back to New York, came from New York back to Houston, went to Mo Better. Then now we done open up Houston 55, and you have a suite. Actually, before we get to the expo, when did the suite come about? Because I'm very interested in that part of the business as well.
The suites opened up about 3-4 months ago.
Oh, you just did it.
How many
Break
you
it
got?
down. Like how many? Yeah.
There's 4 private suites, and each suite is doubles. So there's 8 chairs there.
And they do now that Houston 55 barber studio, you got standards. You have a certain environment you build in. that's their business. They're renting it, and that is you got simple rules they got to follow there, but you're not involved with how they run their business.
You're just the landlord.
Yeah, that's why
They
I'm
don't even
very
they don't even see me over there like that. They're like, "Dad, you don't even come by." And I say, I've been busy with this expo, but I'll definitely come by and start showing face more. Two of my guys from here actually went over there.
Nice.
very interested. I'm very interested in that. That's probably one of my next moves. All
Now,
right, man. Go
with the
ahead, T.
expo,
Yeah.
is this the first Houston expo that
This
you
is
put
year
on?
two. This
This
is
year
year
two.
two.
Explain how year one came about and how
Yes.
was the success of year one that brought on year two.
Year
Oh,
one,
and let's talk about some of the ups and downs too.
year one was very stressful because of the fear of not knowing what the outcome is going to be. And one night I had this weird dream in the process of going through everything. I was up late every night. I was hustling and bustling. I even quit smoking to give myself a clear head and to have some more money financially. Um my budget was out the door. I invested about 70,000 last year into this expo between money and time spent away from my
The
shop
shop, yeah,
and working and traveling. I went to the Connecticut Barber Expo,
yeah.
the Las Vegas Barber Expo, the
Mm,
Texas Barber Expo, the San Antonio Barber Expo, the Corpus Christi Barber Expo. I went all over country, just marketing and networking and building a rapport with people. And I signed Jay Majors to be my co-host to let people know that I'm serious about this. And the
Mm.
last time he was here, I was at that hair show and he did not have a good time. And that was one of my first hair shows that I went to in 2016 as a broke barber who was in barber college with no money and spent my last $150 to get into a competition.
mm,
Jay Majors was looking around. He was like, "Man, the AC is broke. Man, the organizer running around like a chicken with his head cut off. I almost punched the organizer in his face."
Oh
mm.
damn. Hey, wait,
I'm,
wait. And I think I skipped a beat. This was at which event?
This was
this was
at
in
a event
this was at
prior
a
to
barber
his.
event here in
Yeah.
2017 in Houston, and that was the last time Jay Majors was here
Got
before
you.
my event last year. And I
Got you.
heard him say, "Man, I ain't never coming back to Houston." And
Mm,
and here I am, this fly on the wall, like, man, I love these shows. I'm into these shows. And
Mm.
I haven't been to my first show until after I moved here, after being a barber for 9 years.
mm,
So it wasn't until I started going to the shows that I started seeing creativity at its
Mm.
best, artistic freedom at its best,
mm.
entrepreneurs at the highest level,
Mm.
creators at the highest level. Morano's standing right next to me. I didn't even know this cat. I'm just looking at him like,
Go ahead,
huh.
bro. Keep it real.
I didn't know he was the inventor of the rhino comb back then. Like I didn't know he had all these things going on. I'm taking pictures with Jay Majors, like what I'm saying, like he was an NFL player, a football star, or a basketball star, or something like that. He
What
was.
made you go to that first show?
I was. That was. I think that was my second show that I went to at that point in time, and
What
the
made you
reason
go
why
to your very first show?
First one, yeah.
my boss was going, so I was like, "You going? You got invited? I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna have my clippers in the car with me. You know what I'm saying? Just in case. You know what I'm saying? I gotta.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I get there and I'm like, I'm gonna enter that design competition.
Oh
I
man.
got third place in my first competition ever.
Good
Oh,
job.
first.
So
Wow.
so it blew
Wow.
my mind. And I was mad that I got third place because I had the best design. But they
Straight
took points
competitive.
because I drew the picture and I had it next to
Uh,
me in freestyle design. I drew the picture right then and there. I freestyled the picture and then I did it. But it opened my mind to so much more. It was like a kid being in the circus. I couldn't stop talking about it. I couldn't like my motivation and my fire was at an all-time high. My pockets were at an all-time low. I'm living in my dad's house in a bedroom on a twin-size bed. But I finished that 1,500-hour program at Barber College in less than 9 months.
Mm.
I went day and night because I knew once I got out of there, I was gonna hit this thing rolling.
You sound
And
like
So
me the
now,
first time I walked in. I always say I felt like a kid in the candy store. I've been cutting hair all these years.
it
I
just
walked
it
in. I
just
just
did
couldn't believe
something
how
to me.
beautiful it was, man. It was amazing.
I've
now
competed
you,
in over like 30, 40 times. I competed at the Connecticut Barber Expo. You know, I cut my own hair like at the Exotics Hair Battle Tour with
mm,
Curtis and them. You know what I'm saying? I won
yeah,
second place in the wave battle. I cut my own
yeah,
hair in the battle.
wow,
So then you went to your first one because of your
boss.
shop owner, and then you go to the next one. That's the J Majors one. What what happened to make you say, we
I
gotta
gotta
I
start
gotta
my
do one of
own.
these. I gotta do one of these.
I mean, in the beginning, it was a fascination. It was at awe. I was just like, wow. But then as I'm going to these shows, I'm becoming more seasoned, rubbing shoulders with successful entities in this business.
Yeah.
After a while, after you do it so much, it gets a little boring. You're doing the same thing over and over. And not boring, but it just got to the point to where there wasn't much that I haven't seen out there.
Mm,
And I was like, you know what? I'm starting every show that I'm going to, I'm seeing gaps here and there.
mm,
And I'm just like, okay, the same way I did when I was a kid looking at people's hairlines. Like, okay, I can do this and I can do that to make it look better. I went to so many shows and after a while I was like, you know what? My 2 cents started adding up to $1.
Hmm.
mm,
So now it was time to do my own. And once I got into a good mental space, I jumped out there and I started my own. And I had to here in Houston because we have one of the biggest markets in the country and nobody's doing nothing with it.
y'all do. Y'all
Mm.
I just got through telling Tamil, y'all Texas itself is a whole damn country. Like y'all, it's a whole nother world, man.
We
It's
was
a
waiting
whole
for it. There's
nother
no
world.
reason why the San Antonio, Texas, shout out to the Texas Barber Expo, but San Antonio's a very small market. And I'm just looking like, okay, Houston is like 8 San Antonios. So why does San Antonio have the biggest barber expo?
Mm,
Everybody has to migrate there because there's nothing here.
Mm.
that's a big deal. I like what you said too about you say a lot of things, man. One thing you just said was you saw the gaps, and that's what business is really all
Yep.
about is solving problems. And so you just start jotting down all these problems and coming with resolutions, and that's how you poured into your first one. How did that first one go to you, based compared to how you saw it? Because one thing we know, we host events too. One thing we know is nothing ever goes 100% according to the
Oh yeah.
plan. It just don't. I don't care what it is in family life, business, or whatever. How did Kamal's plan compare to Kamal's first time out with the Houston? Give us the official title. Houston Barber.
The
Houston
Houston Barber
Barbers Expo.
Expo.
Okay.
Houston Barber Expo.
How was that first one?
We sold out.
Wow.
Ooh.
We had to move to a bigger I had to move to a bigger venue this year.
Whoa.
The
So this
AC
year
was
you have
broke.
to. Okay.
The AC was broke. The power went out as I'm announcing the trophy winners.
Oh.
Two of my educators couldn't make it.
Mm.
Somebody stole my phone
Oh.
and posted a race war online.
No.
I'm taking a picture with my dad and my mom because I finally got my dad and my mom in the same room. One lives in New York, one lives here. I got them in the same room and I'm taking the picture with them together. And somebody's like, yo, where's your phone? Where's your phone? I say, hey, man, I'm taking a picture with my family. Like, give me a second. Like, no, where's your phone? We need to speak to you. Look. And they showed me like some of the sickest graphic stuff online on my phone that somebody posted on my phone.
Oh. Wow.
It was on my story for 13 minutes. I deleted it and I posted my phone was hacked. That was not me. And I left it at that because I did not want to entertain that sickness or that individual that did that crap anymore or give them any more light. Matter of fact, I don't even want to talk about them anymore now. I got private security for y'all this year. So play with me if you want to.
Mm.
Go ahead, man. What's the what kind of attendance are we looking at? 500,000,
Your
2,000?
first, your
Last
first
year we
show.
had about 1,200 last year for the first
Wow.
one.
First show?
Let me ask you, did you ever have, because I know how barbers are, man. We throw shows. Barbers will wait till the week of to
Yeah,
start
correct,
buying the
correct,
tickets.
correct, correct.
And
My
as
phone,
a
my phone
as
ain't
a
stopped buzzing now.
as a producer of the show, and you've got so much invested, so much of the money comes last minute. It kind of stresses you out, like, oh
Yeah.
man. But
That
it
put me
comes.
at ease this year. I
Okay.
learned that from last year. That
Yeah.
80% of the show comes together in the last month.
It
Man, ain't that a
sure
trip?
do, bro.
When I went to the shows, I bought my tickets at the door.
At the door.
What are you
Hey,
talking
That's
we
what
about?
I
always
did. I
we
said,
always
man,
promote that the
I
tickets
wait at
gonna
the
cost
door.
more at
Then
the
I get to
door.
the door and I be like, dang, that's not the price that was online.
Yep.
But all right, here you go anyway. I paid for it anyway. Give me the VIP ticket. Give me the VIP ticket.
Hey,
I
it's
want to
so
walk around with the
crazy.
VIP on.
Hey,
Come
it's
on.
sad because being line do the same
So this
thing.
year,
That's
I've just been at
crazy.
ease because of that.
There we go.
I'm a sponge. I'm a student, and I'm gonna keep taking in. And this year was a lot of intake of knowledge. And this week I've just been relaxing, dialing back, and just getting ready for the madness. Like I said, last year the power went out. Two of my educators, you know what I'm saying, couldn't make it. So I had to improvise and I had to be on the go. And one thing that helps me with that, chess is the game of life.
Come on. Talk that
I
talk.
I put my timing down in my game. So I play 3 minute games or 1 minute games because and people say, well, why do you play games so fast? Because if you take too long to make a decision, that window of opportunity could come and go just like that.
Damn, boy.
Just from a quick hesitation.
Mm.
You I
Let
like
me
the way you
At the show, they was like, man, two of the educators didn't come in. Come on, what are we gonna do?
and you had to
Give him an extra 30 minutes and just extend the other educator's time.
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Next, what's
duh.
next? Oh, come on. It's too hot. We can't have the braiders on that stage. Heat rises and it's 1,000 degrees in here. What we gonna do? Move them people out of them tables, put them right there on the
Yeah,
floor.
yeah,
That's what
yes,
we're
sir.
gonna have them right there.
You
Yeah,
sound like you, T. T
yeah.
take pride
I'm a
in
problem solver.
solving
I'm a
problems, man.
problem solver.
Yeah,
I
and staying
can somebody
calm doing
thrive
it.
on.
That's
Staying
one of the
calm doing it.
most that's one of the most that's one of the things that gave me the most success as a shop owner is being
Staying
able
calm.
to solve issues, to be able to solve problems. Everyone has issues. Everyone has things that they're
Yeah,
struggling with. And if you
yeah,
can't be there to help them through it, how do you expect them to be great in
yeah.
the shop and in the atmosphere? Like
Let
how?
me let me ask you this about your first show. What was the difference? What was something that made your show different than other shows? What was the highlight of that show?
Well, it was 1,000 degrees and nobody left. But it was beautiful to see all walks of life. Before I answer that, man, I gotta tell you this, man. I had a dream about a month or two before that show last year.
Yeah, you was telling us that. Carry on.
I had a dream. I'm just walking by, and I was in my hometown too. I'm just walking, and then I'm getting ready to go over a bridge. And at the bottom of the bridge, there's like 1,000 people on the brink of war. They're getting ready for whatever. I see, I said, what the heck? And then I look behind me, and I see another group of people over here, like, like, and I'm like, I just walked through the middle of something that's about to go down. And I see a podium. Man, it's crazy, man. I see a podium that's just like the podium in Washington, D.C., the same one that Dr. King spoke on,
Mm,
the
Mm,
same one from the Forrest Gump movie, where
yeah.
with all of the mics right there. It's like 100 different mics right there. And I just went up to I grabbed the mic and and then everybody just starts cheering. Ah! And it's just like I stopped like destruction from happening. And everybody just began celebrating. And I didn't understand that dream. But when I was standing in front of a sold out crowd full of all of those barbers from all over the world,
mm.
it I had an epiphany about that dream. I was like, that's what that dream meant.
Mm.
Nobody's fighting. Nobody's having a good bad time. Man, it was hot up in there. Three of my food vendors backed out at the last minute. Wasn't no
God,
food. They was in
dog.
Oh
there from
damn.
9 a.m. to about 7 p.m.
Damn.
cheering, having a good time, breaking bread with the vendors. All of the vendors made bread. Man,
Oh,
my
that's
jewelry dude
beautiful.
threw 5 gold chains in the crowd.
Stop.
Wow.
Oh, they killed it
Wow.
like that.
I
I
Wow.
said,
love
dang, how much money did you make? You just throwing another gold chain in the crowd?
we love when the vendors make money, man. We hate to hear that they didn't. That's a tough one. We like everybody to walk away winning.
And back to the problem solving thing, like you can't just bring in a saturated market of the same people. You
No.
can't you can't do that. Like I talk to the vendors and I get input from them, like what are some things that you're looking
Mm,
forward to seeing.
good.
After my
Smart.
show, they had the show at the convention center, and I went there to go look at it. They're like, "Oh man, this thing sucks. It's dead. Man, your show was lit. They charged me $2,000 for a vendor booth, and then had the nerve to charge me $150 to use their dolly."
Yeah.
I
Mm,
said, "What?" They was like, "Man, that was the last draw. I couldn't use my own dolly. Had to
Hmm.
pay
mm-hmm.
$150 at the door for a dolly and didn't make a dime." So I'm like, man, I have to, and I stopped chasing these big companies and started working with small businesses.
Mm.
Started working with the people. The people supporting me, so I'm gonna support the people.
Damn,
And
that was
and
a bar.
and last year I got the support of the people.
Amen.
So
And I,
this
That's
year,
big.
so this year, and with it being the first year, it was a lot of people who were just like, well, I need to see what happens, or every time I
yeah.
go to expos, it ain't lit.
Yeah.
And then they had to witness it online. I had nothing but raw and raunchy footage on my page. I didn't want people to see edits and make it think that I'm making it look like something that
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
Nah, I want people waving their cameras around that's blurry and shaky and unsturdy, so you can see real, raw, and authentic footage of what went down.
Hmm?
That's fire.
The power went out as I'm announcing the awards. You know what I did? Everybody pull out your phones, put your flashlights on. They was like, yeah, yeah,
Problem
it's lit in
solver.
here. They turned
Problem
out the
Nice.
solver.
lights. Oh, the damn
Nice.
power went out as I'm announcing the awards.
Wow.
Problem solver. What's
Question.
two? Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, well, if you're gonna stick about talk about the first expo, I was gonna move to the second, but
I was gonna move to the. It'll bridge it to that.
okay, Bridget.
So your whole expo plan was built on problems that you've seen, and we see now. Obviously, you're a problem solver. I just wanted you to give me two of those gaps that you saw.
There was
Yeah.
a drought in Houston for a legitimate show of influence, of
I'm
swag.
sorry. I'm sorry to cut you off. No, you went and visited other shows,
Mhm.
and you specifically saw gaps in those shows, and you said, "This is what I'm going to build on." What's two of those gaps? I didn't mean to cut you. I just wanted to make sure I was clear on what I was. I just like the way you think, man, and I wanted to dive
Two
in a little more
gaps.
on that.
Two gaps.
And I'm sure there was way more than two, but just two of them that you said, "Oh, they
Was
didn't
it
have
any of
this,"
the barbering categories? Was it education? What
or
was something that was
the
missing that you felt
operation.
you had to bring it to Houston?
Yes.
I started to feel the disconnect and the lack of authenticity. I just I felt like at times I was belittled, and because I just didn't have this big platform, that my voice couldn't be heard. So it was more of a personal thing for me. It really was. Like it's hard to say, just like to say like one or two things, but for me, like I've been to certain shows as a competitor where I was done dirty. I've been to certain shows where I see people leave with a sour taste on their mouth, and that's not what I want people to leave with when they leave from these shows. I seen that certain shows became money grabs, and people would leave with less substance when that's really what you're supposed to be coming to get. Because when I went to my first few shows, I left with a fire. I left with something in here that can't nobody take from me. And that's really what I wanted to give back to the people. I want to give back hope, and I want to motivate. Those are the two things that I started to see certain shows just started to lack.
Okay.
They
Got you.
started to lack giving it back to the people, giving the hope back to the people, and motivated. One barber last year, and this is an OG barber. He told me that he told me personally, he personally thanked me for rekindling his fire in this barber industry. A barber for
That's
over
fire.
30 years in this industry, who's seen it all, done it all, and been through it all. You
That's
know,
a
you
big
know,
deal.
it rekindled his fire, and he started to get back into barbering and started to put back out, that the knowledge and the stuff that he's learned. And I was forever grateful for that, because there was a point in time where, he lost it all. He lost the motivation and that fire. And I was able to help him, you know, just rekindle that fire. And then for those up and coming barbers, they're the future of our industry, and they're gonna be the easiest mofos to get figures just like that.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even realize we had to struggle doing $10, $15 haircuts.
Man.
That's why I got all them fastest fade trophies. Cause haircuts was $10.
He was trying to make them tens add up to 50 an hour,
What?
50 every
What?
30 minutes. Nah, good
So
stuff,
now
man.
you're going into year two. What is special about the Houston Barber Expo that isn't happening anywhere else in the country?
That's deep.
If there's anything.
That's deep. Can you repeat that one more time? That was that. I need some
Sound
time to
bites.
process that one. I need some time to process that one. That was
Because I mean, I'm so when we throw shows, we're always trying to do something different because every show starts to look like every show.
correct.
What is it that's different about the Houston Barber Expo?
Hmm.
Now, for one, if you ain't got a car show with these guys with them damn ties, with them damn spokes all the way out to the edge of the street at your show, this ain't no Houston Barber Expo.
Don't y'all call
I just did a skit. I
don't y'all
just did
call
a
them
skit about
elbows?
that. I
Yeah,
just
Y'all
the
did a.
call them
elbows. You gotta get the
elbows.
bruh. If that
Yeah.
ain't no, if ain't one of them cars at this show, hey, I don't know, bruh. You got to bring Houston out. I think of Houston. I
You
think
know.
of the food. I think of the cars, the music. It's
Yeah.
Yes.
something.
Food.
So this year, the venue that I have, they have 30 restaurants in the venue. So food.
Oh, damn.
Dog.
Two things.
Y'all
Two
eating.
big. Two of the main discrepancies from last year was the AC and no food.
He
No
said, "Oh,
food.
you didn't get no. You
You
don't
get
want
no
some food?
food. I'm
We're
gonna
gonna
give
give
you
you 30 choices up here."
Yes. So we have 30
That's one thing you
restaurants.
ain't gonna walk away saying this year.
This
wow.
year, this year we have a 500,000 square foot compound that we're using called the Post Houston.
Okay.
And I rented out a private room that's 30,000 square foot on
Wow.
this 500,000 square foot compound.
Yeah, y'all doing that. That's crazy.
Houston has a lot of out of towners. Houston has the number one move-in rate in the country.
Is that
Mm.
right?
So we have a lot of out of towners here, and a
Hmm.
lot of people that come from New York, Chicago, LA. Taxes are cheaper here. That's why 50 Cent and Drake are out here. And we have a lot of people from other ends of the country who come from a very high standard and a high level of doing things, that when they come here, they still want that same standard. Especially, me coming from New York. I come from a very fast paced area, and I use that to my advantage in this slow pace town.
Mm.
But Like Houston, they're different. Like look, Chicago, shout out.
Shout out to Junior, man.
So
Godfather
Houston,
here.
it's there's a lot of out of towners here that aren't from Houston, even though and Houston also has its own culture. So I'm trying to respect the culture, and I'm trying to appease the out of towners and just do it at a high level, because they're not gonna come out for no type of mediocrity out here,
Mm,
So
especially
what?
when they have to spend their money.
Yeah.
mm.
So what are people to expect coming to the Houston Barber Expo? What highlights or things that people that you can like say to draw people to want to come? Education. What's your education format? Who you got coming? What's some of your categories that you got people competing in? What are some of the side shows or other things that you may have?
I'm doing a fashion show this year.
Okay.
See, see, that's different.
Yeah.
That's
It's
That's what we
di-
was digging for.
big
We was digging.
difference.
I'm I'm having 10 music artists perform during the battles. I'm
Did I
having a
see Little
live
Flip on your
band.
flyer? Did I see
I'm
Little
having
Flip on your flyer?
Yeah, he got a little flip.
I see Little Flip on
Yeah,
your
he got a little
flyer.
flip. He got a little flip.
we
I was
bringing a
like,
Houston legend
See,
to
this
the
what I'm
to
talking about.
perform
This
to
what I'm talking
perform.
about.
He not doing no walkthrough like Trey the Truth did last year, and then
I
came
like
and
that.
left.
Look at that flex. Like Trader, yeah, he just walked through last year. So Trey
Yeah,
was at the first one.
yeah. Trey got on that stage and looked at me, and then looked at that crowd and said, I'll come back and perform next year." I said, "Mike, right here."
Wow.
I said, and then that moment right there was a eye opener for me.
Mm.
I brought this crowd out. I put in the work to bring these people here. I made this happen. All this time, I'm thinking being in your good graces and having your presence here will help make this show go on. That show would have went on without him.
Mm.
And the fact that he got on that stage and looked at all of those people and looked at me like, man, I'm like, dude, like, I'm tired of being counted out as the little guy.
Let's talk about that. Let's be transparent with that. What was your expectations of him coming, and what was his expectations
Yeah.
of him coming?
I mean, judging from his demeanor and how he went about things, he had a very low expectation on our barber culture, how deep we run into the community, how much we do for our community, and what our standard really means. They better stop sleeping on us. Cause I
Right.
went to an event last week at Exotic Pop, and I looked at Sauce Walker and I told him straight up, I said, I'm bringing out more people than most of these artists out here at they shows.
Mm.
And I ain't even no rapper. And he like, okay, young blood, pop your stuff, young blood, pop. I said, you dang all right. Here's a flyer. Come on out to the Houston Barber Expo. You come out and see for yourself.
I
You come
like
out and
it.
now,
see for yourself.
now, in your
And
first show, when you was getting these people to come out, were you doing contracts or were you just word of mouth? Was there any money exchange to get them to come out with expectations on top of that? Because this is all a learning curve for people that doing
yes,
their first show, and
correct.
also people that's looking to actually add more value to their shows coming down the road. Because we've learned from these type of mistakes.
Oh, big time.
And I had to pay for my mistakes. From sitting behind my chair, cutting hair all day and all night, I had to pay my own money to learn these mistakes. So this year, moving forward, you know, we're elevating with the knowledge that comes about it. And when I reached out, when I got a hold of Flip, Flip gave me a very thorough contract that I was very impressed by.
Yes.
Mm.
I was very impressed by his contract, and I was like, man, I wish I would have had this last year
Man.
because I really wanted my money back.
Yeah.
Man.
And all the man had to do was stand there and hand trophies to these individuals,
Hmm.
take pictures, kiss a few babies, and go on about his day with the money that I paid for. And you know, One thing about barbers, we know energy.
Mm-hmm.
We stare at people all day. We know energy. We know
Come
body
on.
language.
Yes,
We
bro.
know when somebody doesn't want to be
We
there.
know that,
Mm-hmm.
bro. Yeah. Let me ask you
That's
now, do from your first show, who who helped you to put on your first show? Was it all up in your head and you was doing all the legwork? Did you have a committee? Did you have a team of people? And was things delegated out to certain parts of that committee to make that show successful? Or did you do what we were doing? We were doing everything
I
until we got
started out on
smart
my own,
to do a
and I
committee.
hit the ground running, and I got burnt out, and I got discouraged, and I was ready to quit.
Mm,
I was ready to give it all up, but I knew I couldn't because I put my word out there. And if I put my word out there, I got to stand by it.
Mm.
amen.
When I had my barbershop in New York for 9 years, I didn't have any contracts. I had my word and my handshake and my integrity.
Mm. That's the word. That's
And
the
that's
word.
and that's and that's something that I'm bringing back is integrity. And I'm speaking up because I'm tired of people getting pushed to the side like the little guy. I've been pushed to the side for so long that this is a product of that.
Mm.
This is a product of being done dirty and wanting to show people how it's done the right way, not cutting no corners, taking the long way. Because at the end of the day, when you go to the hardest thing we can do is walk down that straight and narrow path. It's easy to cut a corner.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. And and it's just mind blowing how people will hide behind a platform
Oh yeah.
and make people and paint a facade to people of something that they really aren't.
Yeah.
Every day.
I
There's
can
people
sit
that
here and sound like a frustrated, angry individual all day, but people know who I am and know what's in here. I'm just glad I'm able to come on to this show with you guys and be able to express a lot of the pain and hurt and heartbreak that I've dealt with, but not use that
as a
as a
excuse.
tool or an excuse to
Excuse
be
you.
disrespectful to the next person, because that's the one thing I'm
Preach.
not gonna
Preach
do.
it. Preach it.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna meet you eye to eye, face to face, and I'm gonna meet you at your level.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna match your energy. And a lot of people who are in a negative space, what do they say about hurt people? What do hurt
Hurt
people
people
do?
hurt people.
Hurt people. All day, every day. All day,
And when
every
I
day.
and then when I meet them at their level, they want to cry like the victim. Why
That's
you doing me like that? Why you doing me like that? I said, I'm just giving you a dose of your own medicine. And if you don't like it, then maybe you should
Mm,
change how it is.
yeah.
mm.
So come
And
on,
and,
go ahead.
and I'm using that frustration and I'm using that knife in the back of my back that I've been stabbed with
Mm.
as fire and fuel and energy, as motivation to kick down barriers to something greater.
Amen.
You know, when I created this expo last year, I had a guy that was supposed to be my business partner, and then just left and done me dirty. Took my blueprint and just bounced,
Oh
and I
wow.
was devastated,
Wow.
and I was hurt, and I was angry. But I said I can't continue on this way. I have a fire inside, but I can't use it for negativity, and it's so easy to do.
Oh yeah.
You know
Oh
how
yeah.
you know how easy it is to just just
Stoop to a
slap
level.
somebody.
Yeah, you will stoop to a level. But
It's hard to it's hard to restrain yourself.
yeah.
It's hard
It,
at times to restrain yourself.
yes.
So
Yes.
I figured out a way to take all of this negativity that I've dealt with in my 38 years of living and turn it into something positive.
There we go.
Yes.
I've had
And
my
you,
barbershop 6 years and we've grossed over $5 million, had over 4 barbershop owners, had 44 barbers work here. And every last one of them that work here, whether they left with a good or bad experience, made more money than they probably ever make.
Wow.
that's dope. And that goes to our topic today is how barbershops impact the community. And we talk about how they impact the community as in our clients, kids, the drives we do, things we do for the homeless. But you just touched on something real big. The barbershops impact our community on the back end too. You were able to create jobs for people, businesses, and help people take care of their families. You just said over 5 million? And
Man,
then
6 years.
44 come on, man, that's something to be proud of right there.
4 of them opened up their own shop.
That's
That's something
dope.
to be proud of, especially in the time where we got a lot of barbers have records where they can't get straight 9 to 5s, and here we are in a situation where you were able to help somebody build a business for themselves to be able to go provide. Man, that's like the epitome of what the topic of today's show is right there.
My barber, I had to learn it through experience because I was very sad when my first group of barbers left
Ooh.
because I had a bond with them
Mm.
and they started with me. When I first opened up, I had 10 barbers,
Mm.
but I opened up January 1st, 2020. 2 months later, COVID hit.
Hmm.
And I told my barbers, I said, don't worry about it. Don't worry about the rent. I'll take care of that. Oh, come on, thank you, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. So when we got back to work, they all left.
Damn.
And my
Hey,
biggest fear came true was my biggest fear was when I opened up this shop was how in the heck would I be able to sustain this on my own?
Mm.
mm,
And I
That
did
is
it.
that is something that I tell barbers when they go to open up a shop. Be sure that you can do it by yourself.
mm,
Right.
'Cause then you'll be dependent on other people, and you
And I
don't
knew numbers
necessarily
wise that I could be able to sustain it, but
yeah
I wouldn't be able to sustain it and
for
then live the
long.
lifestyle that I wanted to.
Yeah.
mm.
See how it's
Everything
happening.
would have just been going to the shop.
Yeah, yeah.
And one by one, I started rebuilding. People started coming in. People started uplifting me. And then and it was almost like an upgrade. One person would leave, I would be sad. Another person would come in and they would have a different angle or a different type of energy. And it would just keep upgrading and upgrading and upgrading. And even to this day now, like everybody that I've brought in here, they all have their own level of expertise and stuff that they bring to the table that adds value to this place. And this place, they've added so much value to this place that it's elevated the name Houston 55 and the
See,
brand.
That's
So it
dope.
wasn't me. It was
that's
the
it.
people that worked here. I don't want people. I fired a barber before because he just came in. He came in 2 weeks in a row and paid booth rent 2 weeks in a row and did two
Mhm.
haircuts.
Mm.
I said, bro, I don't want booth rent.
Ooh, you
He
sound like
talking
some
my
that's
language.
yeah,
I
Talking
that's
my
some
want I
deep.
want
language.
people that are gonna put on and
Yes.
Yeah,
and and bring in. I want hustlers. I want grinders.
Yeah.
Iron sharpen iron. I
yeah,
need wolves, not sheep.
yeah.
Yeah. I got this
I need.
saying that I'm not hiring. I'm not looking for booth rent barbers. I'm looking for business minded booth rent barbers. Guys that really take their business serious. Because if you just want to pay booth rent, I don't need nobody to fill a spot just to give me their money. I need something to elevate the shop, and you got that. And Lon really talks about that too. That when people leave a shop, that their shop made them better, and they made that shop better before they left. So
Yeah, fair
that's important.
exchange.
And that helped me learn that my place is a stepping stone for each and every one of the individuals that come here. And it's
Mm.
okay if you want to leave. Just do
Right.
it with integrity.
There you go, boy.
That goes to Ray. That goes to Vincent from Ray's barber shop. He says, "I'm an elevator. I take people to where they want to go. If they want to get off on this floor, I wanted to
Yep.
take them further, but they want to get off here. That's where they want to go. I go
Everybody
back
can't
down to
go. He
somebody
know.
else.
He know everybody can't go.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
This show, man, I saw we saw some familiar faces on this flyer too, man. I seen our guy, Jack of all fades
Jack
on
of all
there.
fades.
Saw
We got Cole's
Cole
I'll be
brand.
out there.
Cuts.
I'll be out there in
Are you
Reno.
gonna come
Oh,
to
we
Reno? You
getting
gonna
it.
come hang
Y'all
out
ain't
with
see
us,
me.
huh?
I'm waiting on them to post my flyer. I'm gonna be out there
Okay.
too in Reno.
Okay. Okay. Hey,
Nice.
we
We
get to
gonna act up
bring the
then.
relationship off the internet in person.
And I'm gonna be in Mississippi July 11th.
Oh,
Oh,
messing with
you coming to the
Rick.
Mississippi
Okay.
State Elite
Lead
Summit,
Summit.
Barber Summit. Yeah.
Hey, look, that's funny. Rick was just saying, much love, guys. Salute, about to get off. And then look, we talking about his show.
We love
Hey,
Rick, man,
man, yeah, that's our brother
and
right
Jack.
there,
Them
man.
my boys.
Yeah, I seen you had Cole Cuz, you had Jack, you had Ray, Ray Brotherhood,
Anti
anti
broke.
Yeah,
broke.
that's
The
our
Cut
guy.
app. We got
Yep,
Smash.
yep.
We got
Man,
Morano. We
I
got
see
Yusef the
Morano.
barber.
Oh,
We
Yusuf, we
doing
just
it for the
met. We met
culture.
Yusuf. Yusuf got the unclogged, no clog.
The no clog, the
Oh
one
yeah, you
plug.
out of
Yeah,
the hey, that boy right there, he a
That's my
different kind.
Egyptian. That's my Egyptian cousin. Sudan and Egypt is connected.
Got
let's
you. He's a
go.
I met him
hustler.
at Bronner Brothers and I started speaking in Arabic. That boy said, "Yeah, yeah, yeah."
Hey,
Oh,
I
damn.
can see y'all two connected, man. We that dude, he's sharp. He's sharp,
Everybody
man.
that's coming to my show, I know personally,
Nice.
Mm, mm. That's a big deal. That's a
except for
big deal.
I think the one girl that's on the platform, Coco Chanel. I don't know. I haven't met her in person yet, but everybody, all of my educators, I know personally. I'm
Hey,
I'm I'm very personable with this because I don't want to bring people here that don't want to be here. I learned that from last year, and the
man.
people seen that stuff. Like, damn, why he keep backing up? Why he keep moving to the? Why he not
Mhm.
like in the camera in the pitch? Why he keep doing all that? Like, people peep that stuff. Like I said, we energy detectors.
Amen.
So Lil Flip is coming with that energy this year, and he performing.
And he was
Hey.
talking that stuff on the post. I said, "Oh, he ain't just it's one thing to put their face on there and say, hey, Lil Flip performing, but nah, Lil Flip on there talking about, hey, y'all better be up in there October 19th."
How do
So
people get tickets?
yeah, I was just about to say, how do people get there?
The Houston Barber Expo on Instagram. You can go to the link to the website. Everything is on the website, the Houston Barber Expo website. You can check it out. You can go to houstonbarberexpo.com. You can go to Instagram as well. The link is on there. And tickets are still on sale. All the vendor booths are sold out. We have 50 vendors in attendance.
Whoa.
And but the venue just called me. Yes, actually the venue just called me today because they see the magnitude of what's about to happen at their place. And they had the audacity to say, hey, you're going to have to pay for extra parking attendants and extra security. I said, no, the heck I don't.
Because
I read my
our
contract.
contract did not
I
say
read my
that.
contract. Oh, well, I don't think we're going to have enough power to suffice all fit. I said, wait a minute. That's the first thing I asked for. I said, power and AC. I got about 60 vendors that are coming.
Figure it
I,
out.
I need that, and that's the first thing I asked for when I signed that contract, and y'all told me yeah. So don't come at me now with all of this stuff because y'all see all of the hype and all the madness of what's about to happen. My page went from 12,000 views, excuse me, last month to 250,000 views
Mm,
Let's go.
organically.
Let's go.
I don't pay for ads.
amen.
What do
Let's
we do
go.
when we see paid ads? We just
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Can't
just
fast forward through it.
you know what I'm saying? I'm utilizing the people in the community.
Relationships.
I'm utilizing the vessels that are out there. Houston is broke into 4 quadrants, and each quadrant has 2 to 4 sectors. I'm in with the community leaders on the northwest side. I'm in with the community leaders on the northeast side. I'm in with the communities on the west side. I'm in with the leaders on the southeast side, the southwest side. You have to tap in with your community if you want your community to come out, and you have to understand your demographic if you want them to pay attention to what's going on out here.
Yes, yes. Well said.
Like you really have to do your research and be a student for years and study what needs to happen and what needs to go down. I've been a fly on the wall since I touched down here in 2016, studying what Houston needs and what we want and listening to the people. So I said, all right, well, I done been to all of these shows. I done built rapport. I done spent my last dime on products, and I got 1,000 products on my shelf. But when I see you, I'm gonna check stuff out. If it's legit, I'm gonna support. And all of these vendors know me because most of them I've personally supported for years.
Amen.
I went in my class, said, dang, I just wore a blood vein and bandage shirt about 3 days in a row,
Hey,
and
I
I still
got
got four
Oscar.
more shirts in there. I got
That's my
about
boy
1,000 to cut
Oscar.
app shirts. I got like 15 anti-broke shirts. I got capes from my boy Tim and Pro Grip. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hey,
I got all my posters on the wall is from Pro Grip, from my boy Tim that travels the country.
Mm.
Shout out to my boy Program. He's like a rock star, man. He's living his life and he's doing exactly what he wants to do, and he's right where he needs to be. And I did my first I worked the booth with him just to gain the experience of what it's like working a booth.
smart.
Smart. You're
And I
super
met
smart.
Yusuf the barber there.
Look at the relationship power, man. You really
I
do this, man.
I
You
go to
really do
shows,
this.
and I pick up chairs. I'll go to if you need help breaking stuff down, you taking out the trash. I'm not too good for nothing.
And that's good. That's the way to do it too. We got several people that you would think is way up here that wouldn't do that. D Best is one of them. She would go and work
Yes.
a show.
Rick.
Come and don't want nothing. Rick the barber come and work. They set up, break down, all that, and compete and
Yes.
do everything
Yes.
else in the show. He
Yeah.
just
No
I'm
is
I'm
that kind of
excuses.
I'm
guy,
I'm coming to the show and I'm spending my money. I'm not even
right?
asking for money.
Right, right.
I spoke to Lopez the barber about the Alliance Barber Expo a few weeks ago. I said, man, I want to come to your show and I want to come support. I want to be a part of the show. He said, man, how much you want? I said, nah, it's not even like that. I know what it's like being an expo creator and what comes with that. That's why every expo creator that's coming to my show, I personally invited them to pay respect to them and to pay homage to them, to pay
Yeah,
homage to the big homies.
Mm.
I see the struggles and the stress that they go through. So why am I going to put them through that with my show? I'm going to applaud them for all of the hard work and sacrifice and money that they put up and stress that they went through to get their show going. I'm
yeah,
building a coalition. Like I got the Corpus Christi Barber Expo coming. I got the Texas Barber Expo coming. The ATX Barber Madness, I got them coming. I
yeah,
got the biggest little barber expo out in Reno coming. I
yeah.
got the Alliance Barber Expo coming. Like I'm building a coalition because
Smart.
Yes.
after this, something greater and something bigger and greater is gonna spawn.
Yeah,
I'm excited about what's gonna happen after this show.
After,
I'm
yeah.
excited about the connections that are gonna be built after this show.
yeah.
That's what I'm looking into the future.
Mm-hmm.
This show is
One step
already
ahead.
set in stone.
Yeah, you ahead of the game. One
It's
step ahead.
the show is already set in stone. I'm looking to get into the convention center and have a show just like Premiere, where I have beauty, hair, nails, makeup, barbering, everything under one roof.
Mm-hmm.
We got to start somewhere, and
That's that.
barbering is the tip of the spear.
Man, you're
Amen.
doing a great job, man. We got to make
Tomorrow,
sure.
before we go ahead,
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Go
I was
ahead.
gonna say before we let you go, we gotta play a game, bro.
Yes.
We're gonna play a game. Before we do that, is there anything that we didn't allow that you didn't get out that you may want people to know?
One thing I'm going to say is if you're not going through a struggle and going through hardship, Like, how do you expect to get to the top of where you're going? Like, adversity is a part of the journey.
It's a lot of it.
Yeah, man.
Adversity and brick walls are a part of the journey. So, to all of you people out there listening, don't shy away from adversity. Don't get scared. Don't get discouraged. You fall, get back up, keep going. Through everything that I've been through, I just keep walking forward. That's why turtles are one of my favorite animals.
Mm.
They say the turtle always wins the race.
Slow and steady.
Slow and steady. I was surrounded by nothing but dope boys, getting all of this money, living this fast life. And man, I said, man, they got these nice cars and these nice motorcycles, and man, I want to get my bike. And man, I want to go on vacation. But I'm stuck here at work and I'm struggling. And I just kept going. I kept going. Then they get locked up, or somebody get killed, or somebody robs them for everything they got.
Mm.
I'm steady moving forward. They back at the starting line, and I'm still moving forward.
Mm.
I got a tank full of turtles at my house that I got from all over the world. I buy these little turtle trinkets from every country that I go to. I got a fish tank full of them. I done been to Belize, Italy. I done been to I'm about to go to Panama. You know, I've been to Sudan, Dubai, Frankfurt, Germany, Mexico. Man, I'm grateful, man. These Clippers have taken me all over the world.
Beautiful, brother.
All over the world.
That's a powerful statement right there, boy.
I was in Italy eating an omelet in Venice like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Just like, man, I was this kid from this small town in Troy, New York, where rarely anybody gets out. And here I am on the other side of the world. And I'm a black man. And there's no place that these Clippers and this profession can't take you in life. You got to endure and you got to go through the struggle. Like, don't shy away from that stuff. Just keep going, because the blessings is right around the corner.
Amen.
You couldn't have ended that better, man. That's
And
like
that's a mic drop. Where's the mic drop thing? All right, here we go, bro. We're gonna play a little bit of barber trivia.
Uh-oh.
All right. So I hope you are ready. All right.
Uh-oh.
So we're gonna start off with something easy.
Okay.
What is the bone in the back of the head called?
The occipital bone.
Occipital bone. Hey, Lon, I need you with sound effects.
AKA the nugget.
The nugget.
AKA the nugget.
The nugget. Hey, he gets his. He got it right. He got it right.
Here's your next one.
Yeah. What's the bone in the front of the head called?
This one gets him all the time.
It looked like his camera froze.
This one gets them all the time.
Not the side, in the front.
On the head?
It's not the forehead.
I knew he's gonna say that.
It's not the forehead. I know it's not that.
That's like a fishing answer every time.
It's in the name. It's in the question.
That was the hint.
The frontal lobe, like the frontal.
Hey, the frontal.
Oh,
the frontal lobe.
I was wondering, was he gonna pull that one?
All right, here go our. Hold on, let me get it over here. Here's our last one. Oops, let me get rid of frontal lobe. All right, name this famous barber. He froze again.
Oh, the one in the picture? The one in the
picture?
Oh, that's Calvin.
Hey, I I don't think we ever had anybody do that one, T.
Hey, nah, he got it though.
I
Everybody
don't
else is
think
like,
we
that's Ice
Ice
Cube. Nah,
Cube.
we like the
Yeah.
barber.
But his name in the movie,
Yeah,
his name in the
he
movie
got
is
it.
Yeah,
Calvin.
but
He got it.
nobody ever, no barbers ever. I
Nah,
can't remember one person that got that.
nah.
Hey, come on, check it out, my dude. Like I said in the beginning, man, we absolutely are grateful for these moments. We feel like we get to admire people online, and then we get to cheat. We get to skip ahead and get to meet them and learn more about them, and get to ask questions, and then we gain too just from listening to your story and sharing. And man, this was a really powerful one, man. I gotta say personally, I'm honored to meet you, man. You are bringing something to this game that is super influential. Anybody that watches this, whether it's 5 years from now, 5 months from now, they're gonna be impacted because you just share so much and you were so vulnerable. And you mentioned a few times that some of this you hadn't gotten to say. So I hope it was good for you too. It was therapeutic. And then
Absolutely.
also I hope that you got to get a feel for our vibe too, man, because we're looking to not make it a one-time thing. We want to be able to see you in Reno, see you at one of these Houston ones, man. If we wasn't in Tennessee, this would have been fire to be at, but we still support you no matter what, man. And I hope you felt the vibes, man, because we enjoyed you, my dude.
I'm really grateful and honored that anytime I get a chance to tell my story, because so many people on the outside looking in just may look at me as somebody who just, just doesn't have to go through anything, and just a lot of people, like even my family, some of my family members even just look at me like I'm just this poster child that always gets what he wants. I go for what I want.
Mm, another mic drop.
I know,
Like
man. You gonna damage all our mics with all this.
Another mic drop, man. But
I go for it. Like
keep doing that.
I'm a go getter, and it's not easy. It's not easy being a go getter. And when you achieve a certain level of success, people start to envy that, and that's also difficult to deal with. And it's part of the reason why they say it's lonely at the top, because once you reach a certain level in life, um it's hard for others to match that energy that you have, and to be on that same frequency that you're on.
Well, you can't change other people. The only people you could change yourself, and the only thing you could do is make decisions to keep being around more people that will appreciate you, like us. People that will celebrate you, like us, man. So count the ones that are building around your circle, like the Rick, the Barbers, the Jacks, and the people that like to see their peers succeed and grow, man. So keep that positivity around you, man. And we just looking forward to get to knowing you more and more, man. It's been a pleasure to have you. I'm serious, man. This has been fire. You dropped a lot. So do it big this weekend, homie. Come on.
Yes, sir.
We want to hear some. We don't want to hear about no lights out. We don't want to hear about no hot 1,000 degree room. Nah, make sure they got that hotel right, man. But much success to you this weekend, okay?
Yes, indeed.
I'm
brother.
taking people on a loop this weekend. I haven't even released the trophies yet. My trophies will be here on Friday, and a lot of this stuff I haven't put out online because I want people to experience it in person.
That's
Yes.
gonna be fire.
A lot of the times they put so much online that when it's time to come to the expo, it's like, what am I really going to experience? I just seen everything that you guys are going to do.
That's
You
smart
gonna-
marketing right there.
Yeah,
I like
that's
it.
dope. That's dope.
All right.
So,
man.
yeah.
We're gonna make this a success. We can't wait. We're gonna be trolling your page, man. Looking to
Yes,
see
indeed.
all the stuff, man. Everybody, thank y'all for tuning in again.
Make sure y'all here next week.
Yes,
7
y'all gave
p.m.
us your most valuable asset, your time,
Your
and we are
time.
grateful for it, man. All right, y'all. Have a good
Thank you
one.
guys. Thank you guys.